What's up, everyone? How's it going? In this game, we have RaL as our purple Zushi legacy player, spawning in the southwest of Gorge. Going for a pretty standard opener, 5 on wood, get the additional wood in order to drop a village, into mill at the berries, supervise the mill, get monies. Over here, spawning in the northeast, we have the liquidest of the Demus, Liquid Demu, as our red Order of the Dragon player. Very excited to cast this. I haven't been able to catch any of Demu's games at all. Huge fan of his since his StarCraft 2 days. For those of you that don't know much about him, he was a StarCraft 2 pro, played Terran. His alias, well, his nickname there was the Devil Terran. He did go through a little bit of a name change. Oh, early barracks. This has become a little bit more standard now that the Order of the Dragon did get that 50 additional wood in the Dark Age. Well, they start with an additional 50 wood in general. So we've been seeing more and more Order of the Dragon players go for a spear Dark Age rush. Usually you'll see about 2 or 3 of them into an Akin Chapel. We'll see if he opts in for the Akin or if he goes for the Minework Palace, and how many spears he actually ends up producing. But this right here does do quite a bit of work. Keep in mind that the Order of the Dragon units are twice as strong as your standard units. They cost twice as much as well, take up twice the supply. That's why the 50 additional wood has made such a huge difference for openers in terms of, or for the Order of the Dragon. They're able to go for that early barracks, still have 50 wood left to drop the house, and then you'll get 2-3 villagers onto wood in order to start cranking out some spears. It doesn't really look like Demu is going for more than just 1 spear though, which is totally fine. This spear alone is equivalent to 2, right? So it'll go in very early outpost for our Zushi legacy player, instantly jumps in and is going to apply some damage onto the Gilded Spearman. A little bit of idle time, obviously not going to be getting any kills from the villagers that are on food. That's totally fine though. Even if he's able to just poke in 2 more times, let's say, that's going to be idle time, or 2 more times onto the gold. That's still going to be a little bit of idle time that'll still eventually build up, right? Right now, for instance, he would have had enough for his age up, but since he did go in, he got about 5 seconds worth of idle time. It's a little bit slower. For Demu, he has enough resources now, and he will be going for the Minework Palace instead of for the Akin Chapel. So he does plan on being a little bit more aggressive. Quite a bit of damage. I say quite a bit of damage on the Gilded Spearman. He's at 118 out of 160. He's still going to survive for quite some time. I don't think Demu has that many sheep. I don't think he's gotten very many. No. So we'll see what Demu does do once he gets that mine work up, because he still has the possibility of going into a fast castle. And for the fast castle, it's still difficult because the meta is still evolving for Order of Dragon to see what's going to be optimized and what's not. And then we still have, it's very player dependent as well. Take Fitzy here, for instance. He does the same build every single time. He goes for the mine work into a fast castle Burgrave and then just starts printing out as many units as he can. He doesn't care what comes out of the mine work, or excuse me, what comes out of the Burgrave, as long as there's units coming out of the Burgrave. That's all he cares about. And now a ton of damage, below half health now on that Gilded Spearman. He will make it out with 36 HP remaining. He wasn't in any real trouble of dying there. Let's check this meditation garden. He's not getting all the berry bushes. What is he getting? 5 berry bushes, 6 berry, yeah, 5 berry bushes, a little bit of gold, a lot of wood, a decent amount of wood. Yeah, he didn't really have a good spot to place that in, especially with an early spearman out. He doesn't have, yeah, he wouldn't have really been able to go anywhere else. That's the best he could have done. One moment. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't understand like my body sometimes. Every single time I cast, I have to sneeze, like freaking the coffee starts acting up, all this other random crap as soon as I start casting. But when I'm just chilling, like I'm just chilling, my body's like, nah, you're good, you're fine for now. But the moment I turn on the stream or turn on the recorder, that's when everything starts happening. Anyways, 4 Chukunu are in play right now for RaL. Is it getting supervised? Yes it is. So he is going to be going for a heavy Chukunu push. Well, I wouldn't say heavy, otherwise he'd be in Song Dynasty throwing down more. Well, no, he'd still be able to do it in Tang, but he would have dropped at least another archery range in order to get double production from the Chukunu and just go for a massive, oh, sorry about that. There is a barracks coming down. He would have went for an early or second archery to get the double production on the Chukunu for a heavy feudal push. With this though, it's still going to be a little bit economic. We have the blacksmith and a barracks coming up while the barracks is done. Hardened is coming through over here for our Demu. 1 stables, 1 barracks. He only has 1 early man-at-arms out with a single, both of them are on the other side of the map, with a single gilded horseman as well. He should be able to see what is going on. Oh, wrong vision. Yeah, he sees exactly what's happening. He sees that there's going to be a heavy Chukunu push. He does see the spears, so he knows that there's at least 1 barracks there. The upgrade is +1 ranged attack, of course. And now RaL is going to be going towards Demu's base while he has nothing back at home to really defend against this. It looks like Demu's attempting to just get into castle as fast as he can. Not necessarily as fast as he can, because he would have already been there if he didn't make those 2 units. Yeah, how much? The 240, and then was it 240 right there too? Yeah, so if he didn't make those 2 units, he would have already been castle. That's 400 food right there used up, and he's sitting at almost 800. So yeah, he would have already been castle age if he decided to go for a fast castle. Instead, he did build a couple units. Now he is getting harassed over here on his berries. 1 villager is potentially going to be going down. Chukunu are rushing forward as well. He only has 3 sheep left back at home in order to gather from. Oh, I didn't notice this over here. He has this fully walled off as well. Nice deer herd, or herd of deer, and oh no, but it does get scouted out, and the entire military of RaL is moving up to the northern side. These villagers are gonna go down. Even though they are dragon villagers, they do have more HP. When you're faced against 18 Chukunu and 10 spears, the likelihood of you surviving is pretty damn low. A single man at arms is harassing the gold of our Zushi legacy player. Burgrave Palace does come down. Survival techniques does finish up. These villagers are going to try to get out of here, but it might be a little too late. The burn through is, oh, and now they're rotating upward. They know that the villagers are trying to escape down there, or up there, and now Demu's gonna need to do a little bit of juking. He needs to delete the, yes, there we go, perfect. Delete that wall so he just has a clear run through. And a little bit of body blocking does need to happen. Yeah, okay, that delay might be enough to try to keep more villagers alive. 2 go down, 3rd one is gonna go down, 4th one potentially as well if the Chickenu could keep up with it. No. Oh, there's another flank over here. 4 villagers, 5 and 6 will be going down shortly. The other 2 villagers are going to be able to survive. 6 out of 8 of the villagers that he had up there on the northern side do go down. It could have been a lot worse. He could have lost all 8 of them. And now we have man-at-arms coming through from the Burgrave Palace. +1 ranged armor is the only upgrade that Demu currently has. And now these villagers have to go to the eastern side, grab these deer for his food. All the sheep back home are done. Castle Age does come through for RaL as well. Keep in mind, both of these players are top 5, I believe, or top 10. I believe RaL is 10th on the ladder. Demu currently sitting at 4. So these 2 are extremely good players. They know what they need to do pretty much at any given moment in time. They know how to. A lot of this is heavily calculated. These villagers will be coming under fire shortly, but Demu does need to make sure that he doesn't just bleed away units. GG gets called. Game goes to RaL, our purple Zushi legacy player. As soon as I started praising him, he calls GG. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.